Okay, hello guys, it's SlackOut here, and today we are here with the APA Academy Week 4 battle against Ogal, the coach of the Miami Mence. Please do go check them out. The channel is down below, as well as the recorder of this battle's channel is there as well. Yeah, Kohanx. Please go check them both out, and of course the other APA coaches as well. To the team we go. You can see their team over there and my team over there. They are backing Deoxys Attack, Naganadel, Jirachi, Theta, Rodomo, Keldeo, Piloswine, Staraptor, Frostlash, Stoutland, and Mega Garchomp, and lastly Grand Bull. So, they have scary couple of mons, because they have Deoxys Attack and Naganadel. Naganadel isn't in the Ubers tiers, I believe, but it can't run a Z move, so that's the downfall of it, because the 20 point is the highest non-Uber point tier. That's why they can have Deoxys Attack and Naganadel. But stuff that is scary is definitely those two. Theta can be really scary. Keldeo is always annoying to prep for, but our Giratina can somehow handle that. And Mega Garchomp can be, because it's not first turn Mega, of course. So they can be normal Garchomp as well throughout the battle, without item, of course. And then Grand Bull is most likely coming just for the stuff like Pheromosa and Diggersby. But what we are rocking here is Aggro Mega with Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Roar, and Stealth Rock. Pretty much hits anything on their team and hits them really hard. Mons that don't like Heavy Slam, or that like taking Heavy Slams, don't want to take Earthquake like Jirachi and Rodomo, but Rodomo kind of does like coming in on this, but that's pretty much the only mon that likes this. Or defensive Stoutland with Intimidate, of course, can come on this pretty freely. We have max HP. What does the attack do here? I believe we are two-shotting max HP Jirachi with Earthquake. That's most likely what it is. And the Raw and Stealth Rock is of course for the support options. Stealth Rock is always nice, and Raw is there if I feel like Keldeo is pressing Coal Mines too much or pressing Sub Army. Then we go into our Pheromosa Exada with Expert Belt, Ice Beam, U-Turn, Poison Jab, and Low Kick. This hits anything on their team pretty much. Every mon that is weak to Ice Beam doesn't like it. I believe it most likely one-shots everything after rocks that is weak to it. And mons that like Ice Beam, such as Theta and Piloswine and Frostlash. Okay, Frostlash kinda walls this, but I don't think that mon is coming. And Crumble likes Ice Beam as well. Stuff like Poison Jab and U-Turn and Low Kick kinda deal with those always. And we do outspeed everything without Scarf. I believe the oxygen speed is 150. That's why we are going max speed, because I can't afford get outsped by that. Of course, extreme speed is still there. So we have to be careful about that. And the offensive spread is pretty much just to guarantee that we one-shot Garchomp if they are not defensive. And we kill Staraptor after rocks, I believe. And then Rodomo doesn't appreciate it. Did we have another thing? Deoxys Attack of course dies to every single U-turn we draw out. Then we go into a Cloister, which helps us with the Naganadel. And the spikes are really, really good. And this can break their team, because their team is really ice weak, I thought. We have Spikes, Ice Shard, Liquidation, Icicle Spear. I believe Naganadel is gonna be a problem. It's gonna always be a problem. It's gonna get free Nasty Blood off at some point of the match. And it starts just breaking stuff. So I believe Ice Shard from this and Quick Attack from Diggersby is enough for us to not get swept by that thing. Of course that takes lives of mons, but still. We have Max Attack, enough speed to outspeed Gramble, Piloswine. some kind of Rotomo, and Theta. I think we outspeed Adamant Theta, I believe. Do we have... I took some notes. Cloyster has, yeah, enough speed to outspeed Adamant Max Speed Theta. Yeah, that's what it was. And it has a good role to one-shot the Deoxys after rocks with Ice Shot, so that's cool as well. Then we go into our Giratina with the leftover Shadow Ball, Dragon Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and lastly Protect. I believe I changed the Protect to de facto at the last minute change. Oh my lord, I have so much spread. Yeah, Shadow Ball and Dragon Pulse helps us hit all of the team, and Theta of course likes to come onto Giratina, but Will-O-Wisp can nullify that as well, and Mega Garchomp likes coming into this as well. But after Will-O-Wisp, I believe I can stay in on Mega Garchomp and press the Dragon Pulse and pretty much kill it. Do I have notes why I have this spread? The speed is of course to get speed creeps on the no speed Giratina, which I should have done in the match against JB, because that Golurk didn't end up having enough speed to outspeed no speed Giratina. But that definitely shouldn't have been the case. So yeah, we have enough special defense. This is pretty much what can take hits from Naganadel and Deoxys attack. I believe if Naganadel isn't +2, we can take a hit from it. So it can't come on us freely. Dragon Pulse pretty much hits it hard enough. And then I believe we have just enough defense from Mega Garchomp and Theta. And Pilospan Icicle Crash probably 3 shots us? Or maybe 2 shots. It depends on the spread, I believe. And special attack is there for hitting... I believe we kill Deoxys attack always. Okay, that's not even on a roll. Was it a Cassiberry Deoxys attack? Yeah, and of course Dragon Pulse does enough to Naganadel as well with more special attack. And then we go into Sylveon with leftovers, Hyper Voice, Shield Bell, Wish, and Protect. Same set as the first week, because this time I don't need coverage from Magiana, which I didn't have the first week, which I should have had. And we have enough special attack to not let Naganadel come in on us freely, and we one-shot Garchomp with Hyper Voice, I believe. Yeah, that's probably what it was, and Keldeo doesn't like the Hyper Voice. It was something that I do one-shot something if they do want to come in on this, and I believe Theta gets 2-shot as well. Max HP, of course, for the Wish, enough defense for Garchomp and Theta, because this is our switch into those. And then I believe the speed is for stuff like Ramble and Piloswine. Do I have... Yeah, Sylveon has enough special attack to one-shot Mega Garchomp. Nothing else, really. Oh yeah, and Giratina with this spread can live 2 non-boosted Ice Beams from Deoxys attack. So Life Up, of course, 2-shots us, but that's that. And then we go into a Choice Scarf, Diggersby with Return, Quick Attack, Earthquake, and U-Turn. I don't think we outspeed Deoxys attack, of course. But we outspeed stuff like Naganadel. Without that speed boost from the Beast boost, we outspeed Mega Garchomp, Staraptor, Keldeo, stuff like that. And we hit them hard with Return and Earthquake. Quick Attack is there for only the Naganadel and Deoxys attack, pretty much. Deoxys attack has extreme speed, so yeah. That's that. But a Quick Attack from this and Ice Shot from this should kill Naganadel, I believe. Yeah. That's the... I'm hoping to catch W here. The matchup is pretty good for me. Because I have so good options for Psychic types with Necrozma and Skuntank in the back. So yeah, this attack has to kinda run... It can't run like 2 moves. It can't run only Psychic and Extreme Speed, because Necrozma and Skuntank kinda wall that. So they have to have some coverage on those mons, which is good. And this is why these matchups lately have been exactly why I drafted Pheromosa, because I face now Mewtwo Y, regular Deoxys, Deoxys attack, like the UP format is stacked with Psychic types, and Pheromosa is really good against those. And of course Giratina as well, because the Shadow Ball hits them really hard. But yeah, we will see you guys soon in the battle. Okay, here we are with the battle, and Ogal brought, of course, both of the kind of Ubers. Naganal is a Uber in my mind, even though it's not in the tiers. And Granbull, of course, showed up. Rotomo showed up, and Theta and Mega Garchomp showed up as well. So let's hop straight into it, and we are going to be leading with Pheromosa, and they are going to be leading with Rotomo. And I'm immediately like thinking that okay, U-turn is a free here. Probably Granbull is most likely to come in, but if this is a Scarf Rotom trying to outspeed my Pheromosa, it definitely does that. So I'm just gonna hard swap and see if they are going to be clicking Volt Switch or Thunderbolt on this. That's why I went into my Diggersby here. And they are indeed going into their Granbull here, showing that they are intimidate, which is a surprise, of course. And we are going to U-turn out of here, and we are going to see that they are indeed Rocky Helmet. So it is definitely trying to chip our physical threats away with that Rocky Helmet Intimidate. We go into our Mega Aggron, which is not yet a Mega, because we want to get that Mega off. They're going to miss a Super Fang, which I actually didn't know that can miss. I missed this totally in the battle, so I thought that it was just a play rough or something. But indeed it wasn't, so that kind of sucks. We get our Mega off. They go into their Rotomo, of course, taking their steel hits really well, and we go for the Rocks here. Rocks really help us, and Rotomo might carry a Defog here, so wouldn't be surprised about that. We switch indeed out and go into a Sylveon, because Sylveon can take any hit pretty much from this, and yeah, launch a big Hyper Voice back, but they are going for, I believe, Reflect here. Yeah, they made a Reflect, and that's a yikes, because I do have a Defog on my Giratina, because I decided to swap it for the Protect. And here I definitely should have gone into Giratina, because Defog would have been free. So yeah, I definitely misplayed from my behalf there. They go for the Volt Switch here, try to go into some man to pressure my Sylveon, of course with the double screens up. Anything can pretty much take a Hyper Voice here. They're going to take Garchomp, which is indeed weak to Hyper Voice, but it shouldn't still kill it through the light screen, except if my Sylveon decides to crit. Second time this season, pretty crucial crit. Sorry about that, Ogal. My Sylveon seems to be some kind of crit machine this season. Insane, Villandia being the best that there is. But they do get the Naganadel freely in because of that crit as well. I did have options to switch into the Mega Garchomp, but they would have definitely gotten Rocks up, and if they did carry that. And I go into my Mega Aggron if they decide to launch Sludge Wave straight away. Even then, I think Timid Fire Blast has a chance to kill, and it indeed does. Sadly, a Mega Aggron is useless as ever. And they do get the Beast Boost on the Fire Blast. And here we go into our Cloyster, of course. Gladly we do have that priority in here. If we were Focus Sash, Icicle Spear would kill this. So that could have been something I brought. But after, yeah, I think Icicle Blade was just good in this matchup in general. But we get the Ice Shadow, we do get that good damage, and Diggersby does kill it with Quick Attack. So that's good. We don't get 6-0'd or 5-0'd by this Naganadel, which I'm happy with. But they did indeed take Mega Aggron and Cloyster with them. But we got the Uber out, and we got Mega Garchomp out, so that's pretty good. And Rotomo comes in on this on my Diggersby. And do I go into Giratina here? Or do I go into Sylveon here? Oh yeah, I went hard into our Pheromosa, accepting Leaf Storm for sure there. but they went for the wall switch, which was a great play from them. I knew that I could take a hit from the Rotom. This attack comes in, of course, the extreme speed is going to absolutely decimate us. So I just straight up go into Ishiwatari. If they indeed go for that extreme speed, it doesn't do anything because we are immune to it. They indeed go for the extreme speed and it doesn't affect our MattOshea, which is cool. I do think we launch a Shadow Ball here, just to be sure if they do decide to stay in and Ice Beam us for some reason. Oh, I went for Will-O-Wisp. What a great read. Oh yeah, I thought that Theta is definitely coming in. Will-O-Wisping this is also great because like Earthquakes and Play Roughs are not going to do that much to us. And because of the Will-O-Wisp, I am going to stay in with my Shadow Ball if they do decide to go for some kind of Play Rough or Toxic or attacking move. They indeed go for the Toxic, which sucks. But gladly our Sylveon has the Heal Bell, so this ain't going to be a huge problem. I'm probably going to swap into... Yeah, we're going to swap into the Sylveon here. Just because Heal Bell. And if they do decide to go for Play Rough, it still doesn't do a lot for the damage also. We can eat that up, and really nothing switches into the Hyper Voice. I think the only thing that he comes on the Hyper Voice is Rotom at this point. I go for the Wish here, accepting them to stay in and attack me. And they go for the Toxic. And this is fine because Heal Bell is always going to get rid of this poison from us and Ishiwatari. So I'm definitely playing a winning battle here. If we would kill this without using Heal Bell, we would be in a worse position as we are now. We go for the Heal Bell. I believe they are going to for another Toxic here. Probably accepting the Heal Bell. Yeah, they went for another Toxic, so good play on Ogal's behalf again. They are playing really well, even with my crit on the Mega Guard Jump, which would have definitely helped them in this battle. They got the Toxic off on us, and now they are deciding to switch, which was really weird from my... I guess they do think I'm going for another Heal Bell and they want something to happen, but I went for a Wish here and I'm pretty free to switch in to my other mons here. I believe I'm going to into Ishiwatari actually. If they do decide to go for the screens, I have that defog on me. Because at this moment, how I lose this game is if Deoxys attack or Theta is going to set up on me freely with their screens up. So I don't definitely want that. They go for the light screen here, which definitely sucks because now if I would use Shadow Ball... Oh wait, did I think Shadow Ball still killed Deoxys even through the light screen. They're most likely going to Theta here from that wall switch they used. But they went... Oh yeah, they sacked the Grand Bull here. Which was early sack, I would say. Because... I guess they do want that Deoxys to come in here. Which is weird because Theta was a good switch. And they do go... Like... This play was something I didn't understand. Did they just want to scout what I'm going to do? What? But I think they could have just hard swap into the Theta. Or they probably didn't want to get burned. That's probably a reason. But yeah, there was really small chance I was clicking the Will-O-Wisp there when I could just attack or defog. But I go for the U-turn here on this Theta, accepting a Sugar Berry or something. Maybe I should have gone with the Earthquake here, just to get the damage off anyways. But I wanted to preserve this Scarf DSP for some reason. I think I should have definitely gone for the Earthquake there. If they were Sugar Berry, fine by me. Since we were outspeeding Dragon Dance Theta anyways. They go for the Crunch on our Sylveon, which doesn't do a whole lot, but this Toxic damage is toxic and sand damage is really racking up here. I'm most likely going straight for the Hyper Voice. They go into the Arceus Remote, which doesn't take this Hyper Voice, I believe. I think it falls here. No, they barely leave it. Was the light screen still up? I'm not sure if the light screen was still up here. Let's see. I think light screen was still up here because that did way too. Yeah, now the light screen ran out. Yeah, that's a shame. We go into our Ishiwatari because the screens are still very scary. I believe they went for attacking move here. Yeah, they went for the Leaf Storm this time. Doesn't do anything with Ishiwatari, and we have leftovers. Literally nothing was made to this Ishiwatari. No dent. And oh, they do die into sand. Oh yeah, Ishiwatari in on the sand, dead on the bottom mob. And I believe they go for the Theta here. Yeah, they go for the Mrs. 17k. And I hard swap into Sylveon because I don't want to possibly take a choice banded crunch or something. They go for the crunch indeed. I believe they are not set up and they are either Scarf or choice banded. They get a defense drop. I don't think it mattered. Maybe after toxic damage and crunch. I would have died to the toxic damage next turn 100%, but not sure if I would die into this crunch here if they got the defense drop. But I get, that's pretty fair, I believe. Just because I got the crit on Mega Gunshot, which definitely affected the game more than that did. We go into our Pheromosa here because it's pretty free, and we go for the U-turn because if they would hard swap into the Deoxys on our low kick, it would suck, and U-turn definitely kill this Theta as well. I was kind of thinking I took a little bit of time in these turns just to preserve my differential here. I went for the U-turn and tried to play like I would win this 3-0 always, because Deoxys can't two-shot us with Ice Beam if they are like not Life Orb or Expert Belt. But Shadow Ball is always killing this anyways, so even if they would two-shot us, Shadow Ball would pick up the KO here. So yeah, we are going to win this. Indeed, I believe we won this 3-0, right? Yeah, and they indeed show us that they are Life Orb, so that would have two-shotted us definitely. It was Shadow Ball. I didn't calc during my building that if Shadow Ball would two-shot us, but yeah, really good game, Ogal. The crit of course mattered a lot because you didn't have anything to pressure my Shuratina in early game. But then again, you got a Naganadel in freely because of that crit as well. So it kind of worked both ways. Because all of my mons weren't giving Naganadel a free turn. Maybe I should have just clicked the high voice there, but in the live screen it was just doing like 30% and didn't want to do that. And Science Mega Archon still had a chance to live that Fire Blast, I believe, since they were timid. Not sure, not 100% sure, but I want to believe that it wasn't 100% killing me. And it wasn't 100% Fire Blast, they could have been Flamethrower as well, so yeah. But we are now 4-0 and I believe we are plus... How much are we in differential? I think we are like plus 9? Not sure. Something like that. Definitely a pretty good score in the ABA Academy this time. And next week we are going up against Scarecrow and some team name. Sacramento Scarecrows? I think it was Sacramento Scarecrows. But yeah, what was the matchup even? I don't even remember the matchup. What it is? I know they have Mega Shiso and Shame in Sky. Nothing else really. But definitely hoping to snag the 5th win of the ABA Academy on there, and hopefully keep up the good record for the whole season and see if we can make it to the playoffs. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we will just see you guys next week for more APA Academy and UCA. Thank you for watching.